Assalamualaikum and Hi. So today we want to discuss the Fourier series chapter, our chapter 4. And the Fourier series is a series. Okay, it's a series function. And most of the students find that this topic is quite difficult because it involves a lot of integration. But actually students, you don't have to worry because the integration, we just deal with direct integration and integration by parts most of the time in this topic, so that you just have to prepare and master on direct integration and integration by parts, especially by using the tabular method. That's it. Okay, no need to worry lah about this topic. Okay, so in this video, I just want to discuss about periodic function as well as how to sketch a simple graph. So that is my aim in this video. Okay, so what is periodic function? As you can see here, it says that given a function fx, given a function fx, which is defined within the interval from negative L to L, okay, and it is said to be periodic. It is said to be periodic with period 2L, where you have fx equals to fx plus 2L. Okay, so 2L here, 2L is your period. 2L is your period. Okay, 2L is your period. Okay, and the periodic function is said when you have a function and that function repeat again and again, okay, within the period of 2L. What does it mean? It means that, okay, as you can see here, it is said that 2L is your period. So for example, you have fx here. Fx is your function. Okay, when you write here fx plus 2L, this means that your function here, your function from negative 2 to 2, okay, your fx is from negative pi to 0 and 0 to pi with negative 2 and 2 is repeated within the interval of 2 pi. Okay, maybe you don't understand here, so let's take a look at the example. Okay, let's say you have a function, one function, which is your fx. Okay, this is your fx and this is your x. So when you have a function from negative L to L, okay, note it here. So from negative L to 0, you have length of L. From 0 to L, you have another length of L. So this is equals to 2L. Okay, so that is why here we have 2L. 2L. Okay, so 2L is your period. If you have a function, specific function, for example, this is your function. Okay, this is your function from negative 1 to 1. From negative 1 to 1. From negative 1 to 0, you have 1. From 0 to 1, so you have another 1. So that this one equals to 2. When you compare to our definition here, 2L equals to 2. Therefore, L equals to 1. So this is true because by definition, we have a function from negative L to L, which is your negative L to L. And this is true. Your x is from negative 1 to 1. Okay, so that your L equals to 1. So how do you get L equals to 1? Negative L equals to negative 1. So that L equals to 1. Okay, so this is a function. This is a function fx. This is fx. But, okay, this is fx. Fx, you have a function here from 0, this one. From 0 to, from negative 1 to 0. And you have another function from 0 to 1. So this is fx. So what is meant by periodic function? Okay, you can see that the period of this complete one complete cycle is 2. 2L equals to 2. L equals to 1. Okay, Periodic function means that for each complete cycle, one complete cycle, you repeat the same shape of the function, the same shape of the wave, the same shape of the graph. Okay. For the interval of 2 units. Here you have 2 units for one complete cycle, so you need to repeat the function. Okay, so from 1 to 2 you have this one is you have this kind of graph. Okay. Okay, this one. So this one is you just copy. So this one is the shape of like this, right? So you copy here, and then from 0 to 1 you have another 1 unit like this. So you just copy from 2 to 3. So you have another 2 units. Okay, so this is repeated 2 units lah, from 1 to 3. So you have 2 units, right? So copy again. Okay, and then from 3 to 4, another one, and this one. So it is repeated function. So this one is from here, so that you have this one, and then you go there, so this one lah. Okay, so this is periodic function. Means that you have one original function, you determine the period of that one complete cycle, which is 2. Okay, one complete cycle here is 2 units, and then you just copy this shape, this wave, and then paste here. Okay, according to the interval and the number of units lah. Okay, so that is your period. Okay, that is your periodic function. Okay, you have a function fx. Okay, you have a function fx here. Okay, you have a function fx. This is fx, original fx, from -1 to 1. So next, the function is repeated. Okay, repeated each 2 pi. 2 pi is your period. Okay, so means that you have 2 pi from -pi to pi. So you can replace here lah. From -pi to pi, you have a function. So that is fx. That is your original function. Okay. Since it says that this function is repeated within for each of 2 pi, then only you just copy the function. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Okay. For example, like this, you have the same question, right? From fx equals to -2 within this interval. Okay, from -pi to 0, you have -2. Okay, so you have -2. Let's say -2 is here. Okay, so -2 is here. So your x-axis is from -pi dotted line. Okay, so from -pi to 0, you have -2. And then you have another one is fx equals to 2. This is fx. Y equals to 2. Okay, we read this as y. Y equals to 2 when x from 0 to pi. Y equals to 2. Let's say this is your 2. Okay, so plot the graph. Like this. Or you can just sketch the graph. So this is the point. So you have like this. Okay. Anak saya dah nangis dah. Nyampah aku pagi pun dia nak bangun. Baru pukul 6, belum pukul 7 lagi. Alright. So this is your fx. Fx equals to -2 within this interval, and your fx equals to 2 within this interval. So this is your function. But remember, the function shows you that you have a periodic function. So this is Fourier series. The existence of this one, okay, this one, shows that you have a periodic function. So that you have a repeated function lah. Okay, so you need to determine the limit. You need to determine the period. Here, from negative pi to 0 is you have pi. From 0 to pi, you have another pi. So, you have 2 pi. So, this is true. The period of the function is 2 pi. In one complete cycle, the period is 2 pi. Then only you just can extend the function. So, you have from 0 to pi, the limit is each pi, right? Pi here and pi here. So, you have 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, whatever lah. Okay, so that you just copy the function like this. Okay, so from here, go up there and like this. So you just copy lah. Copy, okay, up there, here. 1 unit. 1 unit here and 1 unit here. So you have 2 units, which is your 2 pi. So this is another function. And then copy again after 3 pi. So you have from 3 to 4 pi like this. Okay, and then if you extend this one, okay, so this one is your 4 pi. Okay, so 5 pi, so go up there and there. Alright, so if you try to extend to your left hand side of your function, so you just read like this. You just copy like this from here down there and go to the left. So this one down there, here 1 unit, here, then go up there, down, like that. Okay, so the function is like this. Okay, dapat go down like that. Okay, so when you go to the left, so this one, right? So you have here, 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 here. So that is how you copy and paste the function. Alah, copy and paste, takkan tak gerti copy and paste. Biasa je kan buat copy and paste kan. Copy and paste assignment, copy and paste test. Nampak? Belum puasa pun nak peli lagi. Masya Allah, astaghfirullahaladzim, maafkan saya. Okay, so that is periodic function. You have a function fx within the interval from negative L to L. Negative L to L equals to 2L. Sorry, negative L to kepada, okay, ke L is you have 2L. 2L is your period. Okay, we can say that you have a periodic function if you have an original function fx, and then you copy and paste the same shape of the function, the same function, and then it is extended to the specific limit that you want lah. So that is periodic function. You just copy and paste the function. So that is a repeated function. And remember what is the one complete cycle of the function. So that is periodic function. Okay, so you can solve it. Okay. Let's say if I have fx equals to let's say fx equals to x, which is y equals to x within the interval from negative 4 to 0. And then you have fx equals to 1, x from 0 to 2. Okay, so next fx equals to 4. Okay, x from 2 to 4. Okay, can you please tell me what is your periodic function? What is your period of this function? What is the period? If you try to sketch the graph, or no need to sketch the graph first, okay? When you want to determine the period of the function, you just look at here. X start from negative L to L. By definition, X is from negative L to L. Okay, so here you have from negative 4 to 4. From negative L to L, you have 2L. So you have negative 4 to 4, which means that you need to write here. This mathematical function here shows that you have a periodic function. So that is Fourier series. Okay, you need to plus with your period. What is your period? From negative 4 to 4. From negative 4 to 0, you have 4 units. From 0 to 4. Okay. From negative 4 to 4. So you have from negative 4 to 4, you have 4 units. From 0 to 4, you have another 4 units. So you have 8. Okay. 2L equals to 8. So L equals to 4. So betul lah. So this is true. X from negative L to L, which is your L equals to 4. X from negative 4 to 4, so L equals to 4. So this is true. So your 2L here you must, but this one you must to write down as 2L, which is your 8, not 4. Okay. So can we just proceed to the next one, which is how to sketch a simple function. Okay. For a simple function, like if you have a periodic function, fx equal to, let's say, I give you few functions here. Okay, so I have fx equals to x plus 1, where x is from negative 2 to negative 1, and then fx equals to 4 lagi ya, x equals to negative 1 to let's say 0, and then fx equals to 0, x from 0 to 2. And then I know that this is just a function. This is just a function, one function. Okay, so this is just one complete cycle. Okay, this one, the wave here is just for one complete cycle, and then only I write I want to have a periodic function, so that I need to write fx plus, what is your 2L here, from negative 2 to 2, so that you have 4. You must write here to show that you have a repeated function, a periodic function. Okay, so just the same thing. Okay, so how to sketch the graph? I don't want to use the ruler lah. Sketch again. Okay, right, how to sketch first? No need to worry about fx plus 4 yet. We just want to sketch for the first 3 lines here, which is your one complete cycle, which is just fx, not fx plus 4. Fx plus 4 does not involve in our calculation. This is just to show that you have a periodic function. Remember, fx plus 4 here does not involve in your calculation, any of your calculation. This one is just to show that you have a periodic function, that's all. So delete this one. So we just want to have the one complete cycle. Okay, how to sketch? You say that you have fx equals to x1. In your mind, you must set that you know that you have a linear function, so that the graph will be a straight line. Okay, fx equals to x plus 1, x from negative 2 to negative 1. So you just take this one. When x equals to negative 2, so that you have, what is your fx? Fx equals to negative 2 plus 1, so equals to negative 1. So the coordinate is negative 2, negative 1. Okay, another one, this one. When x equals to negative 1, so what I have? Fx equals to, read this one, equals to negative 1 plus 1, so that we have 0. So the limit is from, the coordinate is negative 1, 0. So then we can plot. The first one is negative 2, negative 1. So negative 2. So you can just this one, negative 1, 0, 0, 1, and 2. Okay. So that you have what? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 1. Negative 1. So negative 2, negative 1 is here. Okay. And then you have negative 1, 0. So negative 1, 0 here. So since you know that you have a straight line, so just put like this. Okay, this is for the first line. Okay, this is your function of the graph. We visualize it by the graph. So what I want to say that when you have x plus 1, x plus 2, negative x plus whatever function, so you have a straight line graph. Straight line. This is the graph of a straight line. This is a linear function. Okay, what about this one? Fx equals to 4 within this interval. From negative 1 to 0 here, the interval here, you have 4, which means that y equals to 4 from negative 1 to 0. The x exists. Okay, from negative 1 to 0, you have 4. So this is 4. This is the graph of the uniform function. You just a constant function. Constant. So means that y uniformly 4 within this interval. Okay, so you just have from negative 1 to 0, you have uniform 4. So this is the kind of graph. Okay, when you just have a constant, so you just have a uniform or constant graph. Constant. Constantly from negative 1 to 0. Like this. Okay. And then fx equals to 0 when x from 0 to 2. So you have 0. 0 is just a constant, uniform. So from 0 to 2, so you have 0. Your y is 0. So like this. So this is your one complete cycle. So this is your fx from negative 2 to 2. This is your one complete cycle. Okay. So this is just fx. So what is meant by periodic function? So when we have a periodic function, then only we copy and paste. And paste to your left and your right. Let's say the question asks you to, okay, the first question is sketch the graph within the interval of negative 4 to 4. Okay, from negative 4 to 4. You just avoid the words from negative 4 to 4. Avoid first. What you need to do is you just you look at the question. Oh, but the question asked me to from then only you extend the function. Okay. Sketch one. So you already sketch here, and then you copy and paste. So you have limit of this one is 1 unit, right? So this is a unit, 1 unit. So you have, okay. So this is not really good because you have negative 4 to 4. Maybe 6 lah, 6 to 6. Okay. So you just copy, pop, pop, pop. So this one go up there, this one and one. Alright, so you have to copy lah the function here, and then you have up there, okay, here. Okay, and then copy again like this, up there, and again you have, okay, so up to 6, so you just sketch like until here. Okay, when you want to sketch for your left hand side, so this one down there, right? So you have this one, okay, then you have 2 units here, 2 units, and then go up there, and then you have this one. Copy 2 units, go up there, 1 unit, go down there, 1 unit. So this is how you sketch the graph of the original function, and then you sketch for the periodic function. Okay, and look at the questions. What is the interval that the question asks you to sketch? Okay, first of all, please sketch for the original function first, then only you copy and paste according to the question. Okay, so this is how you sketch a graph. This is a linear graph. This is the constant graph, and another constant graph. If you are given fx equals to x squared plus 1, for example, so this is how you can use sketch the graph. You can plot the graph. Okay, so just change this one to your function. So you must get one point here and another point here according to your limit here and here. Okay, I hope that you understand on how to sketch the graph of a simple function and then what is meant by periodic function. Okay, so for the next video, then only I will discuss the Fourier series and odd and even function. Thank you.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan.